Good news, friends. My sources say underground activity has subsided significantly, and the Tinker is officially presumed dead. We survived the storm of the century, and our wounds are healing. But New Yorkers must remain ever vigilant. This is the greatest city on Earth, which means there will always be lunatics trying to make a name for themselves by disrupting the tranquility of our daily lives. One minute you're washing down a delicious everything bagel with a fresh cup of Pana Fuerte coffee. The next minute, not one, but two masked menaces run by your window, and you discover the hard way that scalding hot is great in the cup, but agony in your pants. Well, I, for one, pledge to continue rallying the public against such crises, and anything worse that may yet come. After much reflection and serenity training, I am able to accept that there are now two Spider-Men. But rest assured, I will continue holding them to the highest standard, and will be the first to call them out when they come up short. Which they will. Often. That is my promise to you. And this is J. Jonah Jameson, signing off. Until next time.
That looks like a robbery by some rat prisoners.
Take this off! You look soft! Eat last, freak! Enjoy this!
Gonna be cleaning up escaped convicts for a minute, methinks.
remember.
Miles, I just pinged a feast. Truck for you. It's getting robbed. Please, you're stealing from the homeless.
That's one row. You will ruin this bus.
I'll handle them. I'm coming.
We're here for the goods.
We're gonna tear you apart!
We'll kill you.
No way in hell I'm letting you in.
Take your best shot! He will...
And no one gets hurt.
Fighting us was a mistake, Spider-Man! What's wrong with you all?
They've got it out for me and that driver.
He's whipping us! Get what we came for! Worry about him later!
Open the door, and we'll let you walk. Hand over the goods now, and we'll let you go. Don't let him.
I got Spider-Man on my side! What's wrong with you all? Take him down!
No, get off!
Superhero. This won't take long. Hand over the goods now, and we'll let you go.
No way in hell I'm letting you in.
We're the strongest!
Let us in, and no one gets hurt!
Get this crap off of me!
Spider-Man!
They're done. It's all good.
Got multiple parties, including Spider-Man, on the scene.
Thanks for helping, Feast. We've always had a good relationship with the Spider-Man. I should be good now.
The qualified officers can take it from here.
Hey, new
Don't let the bright red costume fool you. Stealth is a huge part of this job. In this challenge, take out all enemies without being seen. The faster you do it, the higher you score. Zip to the prompt to get started.
Alright, stealth challenge. Let's go.
I saw a few more dudes on that upper area.
Game's over if they see me. I need to stay hidden.
Detective.
More than I thought.
One gift-wrapped hollow dude to go, please. Ah, drat, they spotted you. Go again?
Ah, shoot. Close. I'll get it next time.
Try perching above a guy, then webbing him up. Nothing better than a bad guy burger.
Keep out of sight. That's what Pete said.
Think he'll turn into a holographic butterfly in 3 weeks? Oh, that's a good idea. Should add that feature.
Ha! Knew I could do it. Nap time, bro.
Status alert. Search protocols.
Night. I think there's only half the guys left. Out for the count.
Status alert. Search behavior in progress. Auditory alert. Possible intruder. Attempting to reacquire visual tracking. Possible disturbance detected. Alert. Evidence of hostile activity detected. Search results. Running. Search behaviors. Total unit count increase. Target visual. Reacquire. No good. They saw you.
Spotted.
Keep trying.
Dang. Gotta keep at it.
Remember to check that lower region. Guys could be anywhere.
Only way out of this challenge is by staying stealthy.
Attempting to locate target.
Watch out for spiders, man. That'll leave a mark. There's only half the guys left.
Status alert. Search protocol.
Wish it was always this easy.
Search protocol.
Here, take 5.
Possible disturbance detected. No harm. That is true. A mile. Ah, drat, they spotted you. Go again?
I spotted. Dang. Just gotta keep at it.
Perch takedowns can be really effective. Just think. Attempting to locate target.
The one bites the dust.
Noise detected. Attempting to locate target.
Lights out for you.
Attempting to reacquire visual tracking.
Nap time, bro. I think there's only half the guys left. You're done.
Search protocol. Auditory disturbance detected. Alert. Adhesive polymer detected. Activate reinforcement protocol. Unit in position. Target.
Don't think he saw me.
No good. I saw you. Keep trying.
Ah, shoot. Close. I'll get it next time.
Searching.
Here. Take 5. Night. Easier than I thought. I think there's only half the guys left. Out for the count.
Auditory alert. Possible intruder. Attempting to locate target. Auditory disturbance detected. No hostile detected. Running. Search behaviors.
Lights out for you.
Auditory alert. Possible intruder. Engaging hostile target. Setting search protocol. Attempting to locate target. Cover's blown. Keep at it though.
Spotted. Dang. Just gotta keep at it. Eso me gustó. Knew I could do it.
Noise detected.
Night. I think there's only half the guys left. Here, take 5. Wish it was always this easy.
Running. Possible disturbance. Initiating investigation. Auditory alert. Possible intruder. good Spider-Man if I ever saw one. Nailed it!
Hey, did you know there's a weapons deal going down near you?
Purpose of stealth? Saving lives. Free all the hostages without being spotted to win this challenge. Time is a factor, so move quick. Zip to the prompt to get stealthy.
Hostages.
Remember, you can take down guys while crawling on walls, too.
Oh, man. The hostages are all Pete. That's funny. And weird. Very Pete.
Alert. Duty of a takedown.
You're done.
Attempting to reacquire. You dastardly holograms aren't ready for Spider-Man! Oh, thank you, Spider-Man!
You're wel- Oh, right. Fake people.
Great takedown. Very strategic. Noise detected. Auditory alert. Possible intruder. Alert. Evidence suggests hostile target nearby. Movement detected. Investigation initiated. Searching for hostile target. Target disabled training unit discovered. You'll never get away with this, evil holograms! I knew you'd save me, Spider-Man!
He saw me. Now try again.
Try crawling on walls to position yourself for a takedown.
I'm not letting those spider hostages down. Gotta sneak.
Possible disturbance. Initiating investigation.
Not your lucky day. Sorry.
You'll never get away with this, evil holograms! Oh, thank you, Spider-Man!
You're wel- Oh, right. Fake people. Doesn't matter if they're holograms. Those hostages are toast if the guards see me. She was always this easy.
Possible intruder. Combat initiated. No good. They saw you. Keep trying.
Dang, thought I'd get away with that. Gotta draw guys away from the hostage. That'll leave a mark.
Possible disturbance detected. You'll never get away with this, evil holograms! Oh, thank you, Spider-Man!
You're wel- Oh, right. Fake people. It looks so peaceful now.
Man, this hostage position is really uncomfortable. I knew you'd save me, Spider-Man!
Amazing.
Searching for target.
Gotta watch out for spiders, man.
Possible disturbance. Initiating investigation. Alert. Evidence of hostile activity detected.
Another win for Spider-Man. All that's left is freeing the hostages.
Such speed, such grace. That is ultimate material to me, Miles. Bombs, man. Nothing says evil bad guy plan like a bunch of bombs waiting to explode. Defuse all bombs to win this challenge. Move quick to increase your score. Zip to the prompt and we'll start.
Okay, let's defuse some bombs.
If you lure guards away from the bomb, you can defuse it without being seen.
Here, take 5.
Heading for target. Beauty of a takedown. Great takedown. Very strategic.
I wonder what people think when they see me doing these challenges. Oh, there's Spider-Man, stealthing holograms. That's totally normal, not weird in any way.
Try luring guards away, then sneaking in to defuse the bombs.
Need to get them away from the bomb.
Attempting to reacquire visual.
Out for the count.
Auditory disturbance detected. Diffused. Nice. Keep going. Executing search protocols. Friendly unit disabled. Remember, your priority is defusing the bombs on scene. You don't need to take out every bad guy to succeed.
Nap time, bro.
Status alert. Search behavior in progress. Noise detected. Oh no! Spotted. Keep trying.
This one's tricky. Easier than I thought.
Status alert. Search behavior in progress. Possible disturbance. Initiating investigation. Recompiling data library. Searching for hostile. Auditory alert. Possible intruder. Auditory disturbance detected. Alert.
Bet you didn't see that coming.
Diffused. Nice. Keep going. Search protocol running.
It looks so peaceful knocked out.
Friendly instance terminated. And you've been seen. Got it though.
No good. Glad these bombs aren't real.
Status alert. Searching in progress. Observed data library. Conflict. Target. Range detected. Status alert. Search behavior in progress. Investigating anomalous reading. Alert. Hostile presence nearby. Possible disturbance detected. Activate reinforcement protocol. Possible intruder. Status alert. Intruder has been silently disabled. You've been spotted. Bombs have exploded. No
This
good.
one's tricky.
Try again?
No good. Glad these bombs aren't real. Another wing for Spiderman.
Status alert. Search protocols active. Auditory disturbance detected. Alert. Heated followers.
Ooh, I can do it.
Diffused. Nice. Keep going. Come.
Easier than I thought.
Auditory disturbance detected.
Nice.
Evidence of hostile. And you've been seen. Got it though.
This one's tricky. Nap time, bro.
Search for hostiles. Auditory disturbance detected. Alert. Adhesive follower
It's out for
detected.
you.
Diffused. Nice. Keep going. Attempting to locate target.
Siesta time.
Tactical analysis. Oh no. Keep trying.
This one's tricky. Ooh, I could do it.
Search protocol. Active. And you've been seen. You got it though.
No good. Glad these bombs aren't real. Not your lucky day. Sorry.
Attempting to reacquire visual tracking.
They look so peaceful knocked out.
Visual confirmation of the target. You've been spotted. Bombs have exploded. No good. Try again?
This one's tricky. Here, take 5.
Search protocols. Active. Possible disturbance detected.
They're waiting for Spiderman.
Noise. Search behaviors. Diffuse. Nice. Keep going. Noise detected. Alert. An easy caller
Everyone
detected.
bites the dust.
It's safe. Good work. Still more out there, though.
I know these bombs are fake, but this is surprisingly stressful.
Attempting to locate target. Possible disturbance. Initiating investigation.
Lights out for you.
Evidence of hostile activity detected. Had no doubt in my mind that you were going to be spectacular, Mike. Have I ever enjoyed defusing a bomb? What an interesting and specific question. Yes, in fact, I have. Scorpion planted one in the Bugle newsroom when I was in high school. And man, it was like conducting a symphony in miniature. Red wires led to green wires, led to blue wires. Wow, just wow. Saved everyone, locked Scorpion up. Man, I kept thinking about that bomb for weeks afterwards. It was a thing of beauty. Awful, evil, destructive, but also beautiful. Scorpion, complete nut job. Hope with explosives. Who knew?
Am I gonna have stories like that in a few years? Hope so. Siesta time.
It's safe. Good work. Still more out there, though.
I know these bombs are fake, but this is surprisingly stressful.
Patrol. Initiate auditory disturbance detected.
Night.
Investigation negative. Returning to patrol. We've been spotted. Bombs have exploded. No good. Try again?
No good. Glad these bombs aren't real.
Have I ever enjoyed defusing a bomb? What an interesting and specific question. Yes, in fact, I have. Scorpion planted one in the Bugle newsroom when I was in high school. And man, it was like conducting a symphony in miniature. Red wires led to green wires, led to blue wires. Wow, just wow. Saved everyone, locked Scorpion up. But man, I kept thinking about that bomb for weeks afterwards. It was a thing of beauty. Awful, evil, destructive, but also beautiful. Scorpion, complete that job. Hope with explosives. Who knew?
Am I gonna have stories like Pete in a few years? Hope so.
Alert.
You're done.
Detect hostile target nearby. More units required.
Bet you didn't see that coming.
It's safe. Good work. Still more out there, though.
I know these bombs are fake, but this is surprisingly stressful.
Oh, no. Spotted. Keep trying.
This one's tricky.
Piece of advice? Do not try defusing bombs while fighting dudes. Super bad news. I tried that one time fighting Tombstone, and wow, was it stressful. Also required a level of contortion that tweaked out even my super spider flexibility. You know what it feels like to hyper-stretch your sciatic nerve? Whoa, buddy. Talk about the spruce goose of pain. It's been a solid week icing parts of my body. You do not want to have the ice. Trust me.
Feels like Pete overshared on that one.
Search protocol.
Out for the count.
Auditory alert.
Gotta be quicker than that.
It's safe. Good work. Still more out there, though.
I know these bombs are fake, but this is surprisingly stressful.
Search protocol.
Here, take 5.
That was an ultimate run, Miles. Gonna need to add some more challenge to these next time.
Check it out! Someone's already cosplaying as the new Spider-Man. Nice!
App's picked up another crime. Weapons deal.
What did I miss?
Alright, this one's the Big Daddy. In this challenge, all checkpoints are active at once. It's up to you to choose the fastest course. Approach the prompt, and we'll get started.
Bring it, Pete. I'm ready.
Remember, you need to hit every checkpoint. Don't miss any.
Just gotta make a plan and execute. With like a split-second margin for error. Easy. You got this.
Remember, You need to hit every checkpoint. Don't miss any.
Just gotta make a plan and execute. With like a split-second margin for error. Easy. You got this.
Doing good, Miles. Keep moving.
Just gotta trust my gut.
Keep an eye on the checkpoints coming up. You need to plot a course on the fly.
Swinging challenge that's really about in-the-moment problem solving. Nice mentoring, Pete.
Almost there, Miles. Keep after it.
Never really appreciated Central Park till now. Love this place.
Remember, you need to hit every checkpoint. Don't miss any.
Just gotta make a plan and execute. With like a split-second margin for error. Easy. You got this.
Doing good, Miles. Keep moving.
Just gotta trust my gut.
Keep an eye on the checkpoints coming up. You need to plot a course on the fly.
Swinging challenge that's really about in-the-moment problem solving. Nice mentoring, Pete.
Almost there, Miles. Keep after it.
Never really appreciated Central Park till now. Love this place.
Making choices is what this hero thing is all about. You stop the car thief or the bank robber, rescue the hostages, or defuse the bomb. To excel, you gotta see not just the move right in front of you, but the one after that, and the one after that. It's tough as heck. That's the job. The more you practice, the sharper your instincts will be. And those instincts are the foundation you build everything else on. Own them. Trust them. Love them.
Pete's right. Gotta practice so I don't even have to think about it.
Sometimes the smallest choices carry the most weight. The week after my Uncle Ben died, I was back in school. Man, was I a mess. Guilty, lost, alone. The bell rang and everyone raced out of class. Except for one guy hung by the door looking at me. Almost left, but chose to come back. Sat down and asked me what was wrong. That guy was Terry Osborne, my best friend. Never would have gotten to know him if he hadn't chosen to talk to me that day. Watch out for the big choices, Miles. The little ones? Man, those are the ones that life's made of.
Never heard that one. Hope I get to meet Harry someday.
Making choices is what this hero thing is all about. You stop the car thief or the bank robber, rescue the hostages, or defuse the bomb. To excel, you gotta see not just the move right in front of you, but the one after that, and the one after that. It's tough as heck. That's the job. The more you practice, the sharper your instincts will be. And those instincts are the foundation you build everything else on. Hone them. Trust them. Love them.
Pete's right. Gotta practice so I don't even have to think about it.
Had no Making choices is what this hero thing is all about. Do you stop? Making choices is what this hero thing is all about. Do you stop the car thief or the bank robber? Rescue the hostages or defuse the bomb? To excel, you gotta see not just the move right in front of you, but the one after that, and the one after that. It's tough as heck. That's the job. The more you practice, the sharper your instincts will be. And those instincts are the foundation you build everything else on. Hone them. Trust them. Love them.
Pete's right. Gotta practice so I don't even have to think about it.
Aunt May had the best internal compass of anyone I've ever met. Always knew the right thing to do. Magic. I asked her about that once, and she just laughed. I only know the right paths because I've already walked all the wrong ones. Learn to love your mistakes, Miles. Each one makes you smarter, stronger, sharper. Being a hero isn't about being perfect. It's about learning to fail and keep going.
Man, I miss May. She did have the world's best internal compass.
Making choices is what this hero thing is all about. You Sometimes the smallest choices carry the most weight. The week after my Uncle Ben died, I was back in school. Man, was I a mess. Guilty. Lost. Alone. The bell rang and everyone raced out of class. Except for one guy who hung by the door looking at me. Almost left, yet chose to come back. Sat down and asked me what was wrong. That guy was Harry Osborn, my best friend. Never would have gotten to know him if he hadn't chosen to talk to me that day. Watch out for the big choices, Miles. The little ones? Man, those are the ones that life's made of.
I've never heard that one. Hope I get to meet Harry someday.
Aunt May had the best internal compass of anyone I've ever met. Always knew the right thing to do, like magic. I asked her about that once, and she just laughed. I only know the right paths because I've already walked all the wrong ones. Learn to love your mistakes, Miles. Each one makes you smarter, stronger, sharper. Being a hero isn't about being perfect. It's about learning to fail and keep going.
Man, I miss May. She did have the world's best internal compass.
Spectacular speed. Aunt May had the best internal compass of anyone I've ever met. Always knew the right thing to do, like magic. I asked her about that once, and she just laughed. I only know the right paths because I've already walked all the wrong ones. Learn to love your mistakes, Miles. Each one makes you smarter, stronger, sharper. Being a hero isn't about being perfect. It's about learning to fail and keep going.
Man, I miss May. She did have the world's best internal compass.
Aunt May had the best internal compass of anyone I've ever met. Always knew the right thing to do, like magic. I asked her about that once, and she just laughed. I only know the right paths because I've already walked all the wrong ones. Learn to love your mistakes, Miles. Each one makes you smarter, stronger, sharper. Being a hero isn't about being perfect. It's about learning to fail and keep going.
Man, I miss May. She did have the world's best internal compass.
Sometimes the smallest choices carry the most weight. The week after my Uncle Ben died, I was back in school. Man, was I a mess. Guilty, lost, alone. The bell rang and everyone raced out of class. Except for one guy who hung by the door looking at me. Almost left, then chose to come back. sat down, and asked me what was wrong. That guy was Harry Osborn, my best friend. Never would have gotten to know him if he hadn't chosen to talk to me that day. Watch out for the big choices, Miles. The little ones? Hey, those are the ones that life's made.
I never heard that one. Hope I get to meet Harry someday.
Sometimes the smallest choices carry the most weight. The week after my Uncle Ben died, I was back in school. Was I a mess? Guilty. Lost. Alone. The bell rang and I raced. Making choices is what this hero thing is all about. Stop the car thief or the bank robber. Rescue the hostages or defuse the bomb. To excel, you gotta see not just the move right in front of you, but the one after that. And the one after that. It's tough as heck. That's the job. The more you practice, the sharper your instincts will be. And those instincts are the foundation you build everything else on. Hone them. Trust them. Love them.
Pete's right. Gotta practice so I don't even have to think about it.
Making choices is what this hero thing is all about. You stop the car thief or the bank robber. Rescue the hostages or defuse the bomb. To excel, you gotta see not just the move right in front of you, but the one after that. And the one after that. It's tough as heck, but that's the job. The more you practice, the sharper your instincts will be. And those instincts are the foundation you build everything else on. Hone them. Trust them. Aunt May had the best internal compass of anyone I've ever met. Always knew the right thing to do with magic. I asked her about that once, and she just laughed. I only know the right paths because I've already walked all the wrong ones. Learn to love your mistakes, Miles. Each one makes you smarter, stronger, sharper. Being a hero isn't about being perfect. It's about learning to fail and keep going.
Man, I miss May. She did have the world's best internal compass.
Sometimes the smallest choices carry the most weight. Making choices is what this hero thing is all about. Stop the car thief or the bank robber. Rescue the hostages or defuse the bomb. To excel, you gotta see not just the move right in front of you, but the one after that. And the one after that. It's tough as heck. That's the job. The more you practice, the sharper your instincts will be. And those instincts are the foundation you build everything else on. Hone them. Trust them. Love them.
Pete's right. Gotta practice so I don't even have to think about it.
Sometimes the smallest choices carry the most weight. The week after my Uncle Ben died, I was back in school, and man, making choices is what this hero thing is all about. You stop the car thief or the bank robber, rescue the hostages, or defuse the bomb. To excel, you gotta see not just the move right in front of you, but the one after that, and the one after that. It's tough as heck. That's the job. The more you practice, the sharper your instincts will be. And those instincts are the foundation you build everything else on. Hone them. Trust them. Love them.
Pete's right. Gotta practice so I don't even have to think about it.
Spectacular. Or as they say in New York, making choices is what this hero thing is all about. You stop the car thief or the bank robber, rescue the hostages, or defuse the bomb. To excel, you gotta see not just the move right in front of you, but the one after that, and the one after that. It's tough as heck. That's the job. The more you practice, the sharper your instincts will be. And those instincts are the foundation you build everything else on. Hone them. Trust them. Love them.
Pete's right. Gotta practice so I don't even have to think about it.
Making choices is what this hero thing is all about. Stop the car thief or the bank robber, rescue the hostages, or defuse the bomb. To excel, you gotta see not just the move right in front of you, but the one after that, and the one after that. It's tough as heck. That's the job. The more you practice, the sharper your instincts will be. Sometimes the smallest choices carry the most weight. The week after my Uncle Ben died, I was back in school. Man, was I a mess. Guilty. Lost. Alone. The bell rang and everyone raced out of class. but one guy who hung by the door looking at me. Sometimes the smallest choices carry the most weight. A week after my Uncle Ben. Aunt May had the best internal compass of anyone I've ever met. Always knew the right thing to do, like magic. I asked her about that once, and she just laughed. I only know the right paths because I've already walked all the wrong ones. Learn to love your mistakes, Miles. Each one makes you smarter, stronger, sharper. Being a hero isn't about being perfect. It's about learning to fail and keep going.
Man, I miss May. She did have the world's best internal compass.
Such speed, such grace. That is ultimate material to me, Miles.
Oh, wow. Oh, you finished all the challenges. Guess there's nothing to do but release the super secret bonus ultimate challenge. Head to ESU, if you dare. Wow. Wow, evil laughs are so much harder to pull off than they seem.
Oh, man, he's right. Do bad guys take classes in this stuff?
ESU, hallowed halls. My alma mater. Have I ever told you what happened when I started school here? Step up to the prompt and live the story for yourself.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
On the very first day of class. I'll bash you into bird seed, Spiderman! Sorry, that's my best Vulture.
Oh, Pete had fun with this.
Vulture's old research partner, Greg Bestman, taught at ESU. Vulture tried to take Bestman out, and I tried to stop him. I'll tell you what, Miles, this fight was hard. I'm melting! I'm melting! Oh, what a world! What a world! It was a tough fight, but he was weakening. Then, just as I thought I might actually win, Vulture's eviler twin brother showed up to help. No, actually, he overdosed me. I was exhausted. I was barely winded. Man, it felt like two vultures.
2 vultures? Aw, yeah. Let's get weird.
How did it feel to be a metaphor for youthful inexperience? Vulture number 2. Great Vulture number 1. I love being used to illustrate the importance of pacing yourself during a battle.
How long did Pete spend making this?
People should have been... Out! Out! Free candle!
Pete, what?
Drat! Curses! No! I'll be back, Spider-Man! I'll be back! That fight taught me I'd always be a kid from Queens at heart, but I could carry that strength anywhere. To Manhattan, to the West Coast, heck, even to Sicaria. Weird to think, but I owe it all to an old man in a bird costume. I should really write him a thank you note. Anyway, nice work, Miles. Holographic spider training officially complete.
That was some great training. Kudos to Pete on super clean combat design.
Done this? Yeah. No, well, my brother...
Get away from that car!
Ah, crap! Knew this was too high profile.
We lost one!
End of the line! I'm gonna break you! Wrong neighborhood! Property destruction in progress. Screw this! I'm getting my ass to Canada! Stop what you're doing! Fucker!
Pull over! You're done! Hope there aren't many more escaped convicts on the streets. Roxanne underground firefight. Need to put a stop to that. Someone's gonna get hit in that crossfire if I don't stop this.
It's gonna be that easy. Direct fire on Spider-Man!
Guys! How about we all agree you're both wrong?
This little underground crime spree ends here! Go!
No, I don't think so.
He's stronger than you! We'll get him! Additional forces
You guys not see out of those idiotic red helmets? Is that why you took...
Good fight! You can't beat all of them!
We'll wreck you!
Surrender! Now! Finish him off! He's so strong, we can't win!
That's everybody. Bystanders are safe. Time to head out. Middle school graduation was bittersweet. Finn went to Midtown High, but I got into Brooklyn Visions. Said we stay in touch, but man, high school's like a whole new world. Man, we flew down the street after we tricked out these skates with compressed air boosters. Neighbors started calling us the little geniuses after that. All that attention felt kind of weird and kind of cool. Got this on a field trip to a Wakandan Design Group Expo. Finn saw all the tech on display and shouted, "I want to be an engineer!" Guess it stuck. Mom made this piqué hot sauce for Finn's birthday. Abuela's recipe, I think. Finn put it on everything. Always said, if it doesn't hurt, you're not doing it right. Ha! Parts from the first PC we built. I used it for gaming. Finn used it to help an ESU Alzheimer's research team. Both good uses, I'd say. We always wonder what stuff like Thor's hammer was made of, and invented our own imaginary elements to explain it. Finn's names always sounded the best. Oh, football league. I mentioned to Finn one time I was into soccer, and she went all impossible mission to steal this from an exhibition match for me. She'd do anything for her friends. Finn was always checking out books before she finished her last ones. She even grabbed mine when I wasn't looking. Said it kept her brain sharp. Got the tour Oscorp in 8th grade. Finn was way skeptical. Said that they were gonna destroy New York one day. Devil's breath almost proved her right. After we won that science enterprise, Finn got way into space exploration. Dreamed up this moon transport. She wanted to reinvent the whole world. After seeing it in the Olympics, Finn got crazy good at table tennis in like a week. Her spin game was unreal. Could put the ball wherever she wanted. Girl is agile as heck. Finn loved these scratch art pads. Said it reminded her that no matter what it looked like on the surface, there was always more going on underneath. Finn upgraded her swim goggles with sonar and a heads-up display. She never could stand losing to anyone, especially me. We gave copies of our keys to each other so we could hang out more. Ended up just hiding messages in each other's rooms. One summer, we got way into space travel and started freeze-drying our favorite foods. Bacon, egg, and cheese bagel. Total fail. Red bean ice cream was not bad, though. Concert tickets. Finn convinced me to go with her. I went ready to hate it, and wound up buying 3 CDs and a t-shirt. Dazzler and Lila Cheney for life.
Scavenger hunt seemed like a fun way to celebrate 16. Tour down memory lane. Remember that summer you and Finn forced me to take you to the museum every weekend? Here's a secret. I love those trips. Used to be I felt guilty you didn't have any siblings. Things with your uncle are tough now, but I would have never made it to 18 without him. Anytime I'd see you with Finn, I'd feel less guilty. You have a sister. Her. With Finn, and now Genki, you'll always have family in your life. Love you lots, big man. See you at the next clue. 5th grade field trip. Empire State Building. I chaperoned. Never agree to wrangle a bus full of 10-year-olds, son. Took us 3 hours to get here, and when we did, who showed up? The webhead himself. Battling Vulture. Soon as we stepped off the elevator, we had to turn right back around again and evacuate. Thing I remember most, though, you wanted to stay. Told me, Spider-Man needs our help, Dad. You're a born hero, Miles. Don't ever lose that fighting spirit. See you at the next clue. Had to practically drag you and Finn to the Modern Art Museum the first time we came. What do we care about splotchy paintings? But your mom and I knew. We had to show you kids that there were different ways of looking at the world. Sometimes radically different. When I saw you two in front of that psychedelic Angela Davis portrait, heads craned up and all, I knew you got it. All that orange and gold. Don't think you ever realized the world could look that way. That you could look that way. Like royalty. Proud of you making it this far. Let's see how you do at the next one. Spent half my youth at CODBs with your uncle. Every musician we loved played at this cramped little stage. Aaron even got up there once himself. Didn't do half bad either. When he finally told me about his night job, this is where he took me, to soften the blow. But it poisoned the place for me. Never took you here because of it. I regret that. You'd love it, just like I did. So, how about this? Find a show you want to see. Anything, my treat. We'll come out here and your old man will show you how he used to bust a move. Next clue's all yours, Miles. Woo, boy. Lobster bills. Home away from home. Always reminded me of your Graham's kitchen down south. Took your mom here on our first date, and just about every date after that. Even once when she was pregnant with you. And she went into labor right before dessert. I blame the Cajun shrimp. She was less of a fan after that. But I'm not gonna lie, son. Some of those nights working late? Oh, yeah. I'm stopping in for some fried okra. Don't tell your mom. Middle school graduation. You and Finn joked it felt like a royal coronation when you saw the art space building. Your mom and I were so proud. Our son and our almost daughter graduating at the top of their class. I know it made you sad, both of you, to go to different high schools. But Miles, I'll tell you, the friendships you make when you're young, the real ones, those last. You and Finn will find each other again. Maybe a few years down the line, maybe a few decades. You two are family, and family doesn't leave you, no matter what. One clue left. See you at the end, big man. And so we come to the end. C.J. Walker Park. Remember when we played ball here in the summers? Your uncle showed you how to take it to the rack. Well, I demonstrated how to throw it down with authority. Don't think I'll ever forget watching you and Finn trying to alley-oop to your mom. This place reminds me that as crazy as life gets, only one thing really matters. The people you love. You, your mom, Finn, Genki, even your uncle. Keep the folks you care about close to your heart, and you'll never go wrong. Happy birthday, big man. You are my reason for being brave.
They tried. They tried to silence me. Tried to kill me. Who? Whoever engineered Rhino's escape and sent him careening through my studio right in the middle of recording my charity Christmas special. Think of the children. And think of me. Because J. Jonah Jameson refuses to be silenced. So in my tireless mission to bring you just the facts, I'm holding my nose and broadcasting from my producer Jared's disgusting hovel of a studio apartment that he shares with... how many others? 5? Good Lord, Jared, when I was your age, I owned a 2-bedroom on the Upper West Side. Your generation. I swear. Anyway, if you are wondering who arranged Rhino's escape and pointed him right at your favorite truth speaker, witnesses on the ground are saying both Spidermen showed up at the exact moment Rhino broke free. Coincidence? I think not. Ho, ho, ho! We've got our first caller coming down the chimney. You're live and festive on Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson.
Season's greetings, Jonah. I just want to get your thoughts on Roxxon's new development in Harlem. Great for jobs, or just wiping out small businesses?
So glad you asked, caller. Without question, Roxxon Plaza is American ingenuity at its finest. Green energy for the tree huggers, groundbreaking new tech for Wall Street, and jobs for the locals. Look, we faced a terrible tragedy with last year's Devil's Breath crisis. It's taken time to rebuild. But Roxxon stepped up to the plate, invested millions creating a state-of-the-art facility in a neighborhood that, let's face it, wasn't exactly booming. The way I see it, Roxxon Plaza's a Christmas gift for the people of Harlem and all of New York. I understand some folks fear change, but it's a good thing. Take it from J. Jonah Jameson. Jared, not 3 sugars, not 1 sugar. Tahoo sugars! For 40 years, it's been Tahoo sugars! Never do this to me again! Now, I know many of you brushheads love to listen to this show on your subway commute. I personally do my best to avoid setting foot in those feces-infested death tubes. But Jared informs me that a major outage recently stopped all trains going through Harlem. I'm happy to report that service to the area has since been fully restored, but it should come as no surprise to learn that the new Spider-Man was seen futzing with transit authority equipment during the outage. Now I can already hear the zealots among you whining through your phones, but Jonah, obviously Spider-Man fixed the problem. Blah, 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 blah. Let's just stop right there and unpack that. Why would a guy who can swing through the skies and ignore Manhattan gridlock entirely need to even think about what's going on with the subway? If you just follow the threads, they take you right to the inevitable destination, the corner of Spider-Man Street and Menace Avenue. Merry Christmas! Despite Spider-Man and his sidekick's best attempt to ruin the holidays, I'm here to unwrap the best present you'll get all day. Me, J. Jonah Jameson. Now isn't that better than an overweight septuagenarian breaking into your home? Caller lines are open, so dial in and spend the Yuletide with Santa Jonah. Ho, ho, ho! As I sip on this hot Wait a minute. Jared, where are my marshmallows? Out? How could they be out? Friends, the war on Christmas is brutal and relentless, but we soldier on. Call now. Folks, here we are again. A major disaster in our city. Explosions, a bridge collapse, weapons discharged amid rush hour traffic. Thank heaven no lives were lost. But we can't be that lucky every time. What if this attack had happened a few days later, during the so-called storm of the century the 5 o'clock news won't stop jabbering about? From disaster to bedlam in a snap. Now there's plenty of blame to go around, including to these underground thugs. That being said, it'd be a dereliction of my duty if I didn't point out that the Underground's attack was little more than an armored car heist until Spider-Man's bratty little sidekick showed up and tried to handle things, all on his own. What happened next? He made things worse. This new kid wants to be Spider-Man? Well, he sure is living up to the name. Speaking of which, anyone notice that the original Spider-Man hasn't been seen lately? I think I know why. He's like the parent pretending that the kid melting down in the cereal aisle isn't theirs. But we know the apple doesn't fall far from the web. We know it. You're the apple, Spider-Man. Friends, today I'm going to have to be the disappointed parent. Not because of Jared. He's actually doing a fine job for a change. No, I'm disappointed that once again, some of you have allowed yourselves to be convinced that it's okay for a complete stranger with zero legal authority to parade around in a Halloween costume pretending to be some kind of savior. And once again, that misplaced faith has resulted in an unimaginable disaster. The truth is, it doesn't matter if you think Spider-Man is good. It doesn't even matter if he thinks he's good. What matters is that every time something gets destroyed in this city, he's there. Or now, his protege is. Ask yourselves, with all these crises we faced, can we really afford to deal with twice as many? And where will it all end? Spider-Woman? Spider-Punk? Spider-Pig? Oh! While I vomit at that thought, enjoy these important messages from our fine sponsors. Oh! Today I have the honor of welcoming Roxxon Energy's head of R&D, Simon Krieger. Mr. Krieger, you've been out promoting the benefits of your new form reactors, the first of which is set to open in Harlem soon. Yet, you've had some critics.
Well, first off, Jonah, let me say what an honor and a pleasure it is to be on your show.
Oh, well, I'm blushing.
And yeah, you're right. We've had some resistance, most notably from Rio Morales, who looks to be a new city council member in the upcoming special election. And I have a lot of respect for Miss Morales. She's smart. She's a great role model for young women, but I think she's putting her energy in the wrong place. Our new form reactors will make this a better city, a better home for New Yorkers. But I guess some people just have a hard time with change.
Let me give you some advice. One highly successful man to another. You know what I like to say to my critics? You and the horse you rode in on!
Well, okay, I admire your conviction. You're a man who's not afraid to pay a fine in order to make your point.
Fine? What do you mean? Jared, how much? Do your editing thing, quick! You all remember Wilson Fisk, don't you? The so-called kingpin of crime? I'm told he's getting 5-star treatment in his cell, which is nicer than Jared's apartment, while his shark lawyers appeal his conviction. But it seems there may be some justice in the world after all, because a new Daily Bugle expose reveals that his now dilapidated Fisk Tower, which is scheduled for demolition in the new year, has been taken over by squatters. And isn't it just perfect karma that this garish monument to the ego of a guy who always felt he was above the law has been overrun by a bunch of freeloading bums? Next thing you know, Spiderman will turn the joint into his personal headquarters. So how does it feel to be hoisted on your own petard, Wilson? No, Jared, that is not an obscenity. Read a book! Batten down the hatches, folks. The long presaged storm of the century, one heck of a blizzard, is blowing in. Make sure you're stocked up on supplies. My loyal listeners will already have plenty of Jameson's jerky, guaranteed to last longer than radioactive fallout. Meanwhile, if you're planning on taking the in-laws to visit Trinity Church, I got some bad news. Parts of this sacred local landmark are now rubble, following yet another skirmish involving Spider-Man and the Tinkerer. Thankfully, Roxxon was able to secure the scene quickly. The current whereabouts of either masked menace are unclear. But right now, that's secondary to the fact that Roxxon has generously offered to pick up the cost of Trinity's restoration, even though the damage was caused through no fault of their own. That's the kind of selfless giving we need more of this time of year, folks. Roxxon just made my nice list. I'll give you 3 guesses who's on the naughty list. And they all start with Spider and end in Man. Listeners, you all know that I pride myself on truth, integrity, and facts. I've been tough on this new Spider-Man since the disaster on Braithwaite Bridge. For good reason. The kid screwed things up so bad, even the original model would have blushed redder than his costume. The classic one, not that ugly new thing. But today, I must also acknowledge that the city is rallying around this youngster and proclaiming him a hero. With an unstable energy source on the verge of wiping Harlem off the map, this youthful Spider-Man reportedly stepped in and saved lives. Or at least that's what his supporters want us to think. The real truth is that none of this would have happened if he hadn't donned a ridiculous suit and started swinging willy-nilly around the city, performing reckless acts of violence. Hero? More like zero? Ha! Jared, open up the lines. I want to hear from those who agree with me. Jared? I said open up the lines. What do you mean they're open? Well, something must be wrong. Folks, we're having technical difficulties. Please stand by. On this very special episode, I'm joined by newly elected councilwoman Rio Morales of Harlem, who has been instrumental in the effort to scale back Roxxon's expansion plans following the revelations that they endangered New Yorkers with their highly unstable energy source, Newform. Welcome, Councilwoman.
Thanks for having me, Mr. Jameson. I have to say, I was surprised when you reached out to my office.
My producer, Jared, was insistent that we have you on. Something about needing to broaden our demographics, especially after your recent appearance on another, much less popular show.
Oh, yeah. Danica Hart was
My listeners would like to know, how do you plan to bring prosperity to your community? I think I speak for everyone when I say it's an area that has struggled for quite some time.
True prosperity isn't brought in from outside by huge faceless corporations. It comes from sustained investment in the people that make our community so special. It's true that folks here have struggled, but that's only because they've lacked advocates in City Hall. I will be their voice. And my hope is with that support, the city and the world will see that we're a vibrant area full of brilliant artists, kind people, and now, even our very own Spider-Man.
About that, you are now a publicly elected official. You are obligated to serve according to a constitution, laws, and time-tested ethical requirements, which I'm sure you respect. How can you reconcile that responsibility with your support of a vigilante who isn't bound by any of the same safeguards?
Spider-Man is not our enemy. He's a New Yorker like the rest of us, and he's just trying to do what's right. And if you ask me, he couldn't be doing a better job. That doesn't replace my obligations to my community, nor anyone else's who serves in a public role. But I do sleep easier every night knowing that he's out there, helping us all pick up the slack.
I'm happy to spend all day arguing why that sleep could easily become a nightmare. But we're out of time, and your approval polls are very high. So I'll just say thank you, Councilwoman. Jared will be sending you some lovely parting gifts, including my J. Jonah Java, the decaf substitute doctors like mine are insisting their patients of a certain age drink. If you down it fast, you almost believe it's real coffee. Jameson out. Friends, small businesses are the backbone of America, and they have no greater champion than J. Jonah Jameson. But they have an enemy, too, Spider-Man. Apparently, he's been disrupting their supply chains in Harlem. Here to tell us about it is the proprietor of local restaurant Panafuerte. Buenvenidos, Camila.
Gracias, Senor Jameson, but there's been a misunderstanding. Spider-Man stopped the punks who were robbing us. I think your producer got confused. He kept wanting to talk to me in Spanish. Don't ask me why.
Jared's taking a course, which he's clearly gonna fail. But having a Spider-Man in your neighborhood, fighting criminals in the streets, that can't be good for business.
Actually, it's great. We got tourists coming in, hoping to see him. And when something gets damaged, my husband fixes it. His name's Jesus. He's a contractor. His business is called Y'all Meet Jesus. Anything gets messed up, he's your guy.
Thank you, madam. I think we can all use Jesus right about now. Especially Jared, as soon as we cut to commercial. I said cut to commercial. Take your medicine like a man. Folks, the Feast Centers have had a rough go ever since their founder, Martin Lee, turned out to be the mad bomber known as Mr. Negative. But I believe in the Feast Centers because I knew May Parker, the brave woman who literally gave her life to keep them going. So I was distressed to hear the Harlem branch recently suffered a damaging flood. With us is Gloria, director of that center.
Yeah, thanks. Anyone who wants to donate to the cleanup, check out our website. It's tax deductible.
Wonderful. I'm donating 10% of my paycheck for this week, and half of Jared's. Now, I'm hearing Spider-Man may have been responsible for the flood.
No way. Someone was responsible, but it wasn't Spider-Man. Follow the money. Who benefits from lower property values?
And I'm going to stop you there, because we have a strict policy of not saying anything that will get me sued. Incidentally, I'm pretty sure Spider-Man can't afford lawyers.
It wasn't Spider-Man.
We're out of time. Thanks so much for joining us, Gloria. And remember, everyone, if you want to be a real hero, not like a certain masked menace, donate to Feast. Jared, cut her mic before I end up in the poorhouse. Today, I want to address some rumors making the rounds of the pool halls and sleazy bars. Supposedly, Wilson Fisk has been trying to destabilize Harlem in order to make it cheaper and easier for him to acquire properties. All from behind bars. Now, you all know my distaste for conspiracy theories. If there's proof, I will be the first to condemn malfeasance. But until that happens, it is poisonous, irresponsible, and wrong to repeat such baseless and inflammatory claims. That's the kind of behavior I'd expect from someone like Spider-Man, who several people have told me enjoys a destabilized neighborhood himself because it creates more crime and thus more opportunities for him to make himself look good. So, let's be careful what we say and stick to the facts. Okay, people? Folks, I've heard differing opinions from my discerning listeners about Roxxon's security force. On the one hand, and this is fair, there are some of the same concerns I have about Spider-Man. These are not law enforcement officers and do not answer to the same standards. On the other hand, Roxxon has every right to protect its property and interests. And many of the skirmishes people are concerned about started because Spider-Man broke and entered into Roxxon's places of business. Now, I'm told these incidents have died down. But I ask you, if a stranger in a skin-tight suit burst into your bedroom at night, what would you do? No, wait, that was rhetorical. Jared, shut down the comments. You people are sick. Some disturbing news has just crossed my desk. Spider-Man was recently involved in a nauseating act of depravity. Stealing toys from children. Is there anything lower than that? Why, yes there is, my faithful flock. Do you know what was found in this stolen stash? Spider-Man toys. Not only does he steal from children, he bullies them into playing with toys they probably don't even want. The nerve! The audacity! Which is why I'm announcing a new venture for the Just the Facts team. J. Jonah Jameson action figures. I have a prototype right here in front of me, and let me tell you, this is one handsome toy. Oh my goodness, what a specimen. Any self-respecting child, or adult, I won't judge, would be lucky to get their hands on this masterpiece. In fact, Jared, order 10 for me and 10 for my wife. Get one for yourself, too. It'll come out of your next paycheck. You're welcome. Listen up, people. I finally have scientific proof that Spider-Man is a crime against nature. Allow me to explain. A recent incident involving a construction crane and a tiny bit of ice turned into a spider snafu when the masked menace decided to intervene. The result? A disaster the likes of which this city has never seen. We have yet to receive a body count, but I can assure you it will be... What's that? I'm being told no lives were lost, thank heavens. But the number of injured is likely significant. We're still awaiting word from local hospitals on just how many... Seriously? I'm now being told there were no injuries. However, this doesn't change the fact that this tragedy could have been avoided if Spider-Man had just let nature take its course. Jared, get me new fact-checkers. I know they're your roommates. Get me new ones. Get rid of the one with the beanie. Good news, friends. My sources say underground activity has subsided significantly, and the Tinker is officially presumed dead. We survived the storm of the century, and our wounds are healing. But New Yorkers must remain ever vigilant. This is the greatest city on earth, which means there will always be lunatics trying to make a name for themselves by disrupting the tranquility of our daily lives. 1 minute you're washing down a delicious everything bagel with a fresh cup of Pana Fuerte coffee. The next minute, not one, but two masked menaces run by your window, and you discover the hard way that scalding hot is great in the cup, but agony in your pants. Well, I, for one, pledge to continue rallying the public against such crises and anything worse that may yet come. after much reflection and serenity training, I am able to accept that there are now two Spider-Men. But rest assured, I will continue holding them to the highest standard, and will be the first to call them out when they come up short. Which they will. Often. That is my promise to you. And this is J. Jonah Jameson, signing off. Until next time.
Hey friends, thank you so much for telling people about this podcast. We've jumped the charts from 136 to 87. Wow. Okay, moving on. Today I'm doing a quick cast before I head downtown for my citizenship test, and I'm answering fan DMs. First one, where are you from, Danica? Well, I was born in Fuzhou, China, but we came to New York when I was 6. Next question, what kind of mic do you use? Purple one? I'm just kidding. The link's on my blog. Okay, question 3. What's the point of your podcast? Okay, so once a week, I get coffee with my friend, a journalist turned lobbyist. We talk about the news, and while we don't always agree, having to defend what I think makes me prep better. It keeps me informed and gives me a chance to revise my gut reactions. So I thought, what if everybody had that friend? What if I could be that friend for them? That's why I'm here. Ooh, and I should head to the subway. Thanks for listening, and remember that being overly familiar on social media is not cool. Okay, bye! Hello, this is the Danicast with Danica Hart, where we talk about the news without screaming at clouds. Let's start with the most obvious news. Prison break! Wait, that's not the right tone. Let me try again. Prison break. Okay, so police were transferring prisoners back to the raft. They tried to break out. The Spiderman stopped them. We all know that much. But here's something weird, okay? Police say Alexei Sitsievich, aka Rhino, has been transferred to a more secure, privatized form of work release. What the heck does that mean? No one will say, so I'm gonna keep digging. Although if it means Rhino is being held somewhere more secure than the raft, I guess that's good news. Till next time, if you're walking on a busy sidewalk, step to the side if you're staring at your phone or need to slow down, or I will run you over. Just kidding. Mostly. Okay, bye! Hey, Danicast fans. You ever hear a story that you just can't get out of your head? Maybe it's a scene from a movie, a headline you read on the back of someone else's newspaper, or your friend's play-by-play of a no-good, very bad date. Well, for me, that story is the underground. Who are they? What do they want? What's infuriating is that the question is so simple, but it seems impossible to answer. They steal, hurt, kidnap, and harass. They hit businesses and crime families alike. They have next-level technology and a grudge against everyone. I'm gonna keep looking into them, and if you have a tip, please send it my way. Until next time, remember not to put your coffee grounds in the garbage disposal, or they'll clog up your drain, like real bad. Okay, bye! Hey, Danicasters! A lot of you have questions about Roxxon, such as, who are they, and why do they suck so much? So let me give you a quick rundown. Simon Krieger took over after inventing Nuform, Roxxon's super-secret fuel source. He shifted the company's focus to power, and now he's trying to build Nuform reactors around the city, starting in Harlem. Caught up? Cool. Now here's the problem. Nuform has not been vetted by anyone. No government agency, no council of medical professionals, nada. Zilch. Roxxon claims Nuform is a corporate secret and doesn't want to give up the goods for review. Well, too bad, buddy. People need to know it's safe before they put it in their light bulbs. Have more questions? DM me. Until next time, remember to drink 8 8-ounce glasses of water per day to keep you nice and hydrated. Okay, bye! Hello, friends, and welcome to the Danicast. You may have heard that I endorsed candidate Rio Morales for city council in the special election, so today I'm interviewing her. For real! Thank you for being on, Miss Morales.
Thank you for inviting me. I absolutely love your show.
Aw, thanks. So you're running against the incumbent in your district. How do you think you can do better?
Unlike my opponent, I live in the district, and I listen to the people who call it home. I want Harlem to be as vibrant and safe as it was while I was growing up here. Roxxon Plaza was built on the current leadership's watch. That alone should make anyone think twice about voting for him.
We agree on that. Switching gears a bit, you're a full-time science teacher. What made you want to jump into politics?
It's really about loving my home and wanting to fight for it. During Martin Lee's attack on City Hall, my husband gave his life to protect others. I want to honor his memory by fighting for my neighbors and friends the best way I know how.
Good luck in the polls, and thank you for being on the show. Dana fans, you can join an AMA with candidate Morales on my blog for the next. Remember to set 1 minute per hour aside for deep, meditative breathing. Bye! Hey, all. We're gonna be a little bit more serious today. If you were hurt in the Underground's attack on Roxanne Plaza, physically or emotionally, please get help. There's a list of resources on my blog. Switching topics, I'm pulling together an expose on the Underground, and I need your help. If you have any information you can share, it could help us shine a light on a group that needs to be taken down. Till next time, stay safe, and remember your mental health is just as important as your physical health. Goodbye. Hey, my buds, my dudes, my gal pals. As if New York wasn't exciting enough during the holidays, there is now a tropical storm / hurricane creeping its way up the coast. Oh yeah, just like that movie where the boat gets flipped over by a big wave, you know? Oh, sorry, spoilers. Anyway, if this storm hits, a lot of people are gonna need help. So now's a great time to donate to your local shelter. Till next time, remember to check your credit score annually. You get 1 free report per year, so be responsible. Goodbye. Hey, friends. Apparently, Mr. Jameson heard that I'm, and I am quoting his producer here, a Spider-Man stan. So now he's demanding I debate him. Jameson is a trained debater, and he's an accomplished journalist. So even if I'm right, that doesn't mean I can win. Sometimes it's not about the truth, it's about being the one who talks the most, or the loudest. But look, this debate is going to happen. I couldn't live with myself if I didn't try, and hey, maybe we'll all learn something. Next week, I'll post an edited version of the debate with Triple J, with the full transcript on my blog. But until then, remember to invest in blue light filters if screens give you headaches. Goodbye! Hey, Danicast fans. My debate with Triple J did numbers. Like, vaulted the podcast up the chart to number 3. 3! That is above Mr. Jameson himself. Someone recognized me at the deli today and asked about my citizenship application. Like, that's weird, right? It's weird. Okay, so I'm kind of wondering if maybe it's time to class up the pod a little, talk less about me, talk more about the issues, include some ads, appear in public wearing a blazer, that kind of thing. What do you think? My DMs are still open, so let me know. And until next time, don't talk to women wearing headphones, okay? Please? They don't like it. Bye! Hey all, this cast could get a little maudlin, so, instead I'm gonna phrase it as a call to action. Things are bad in Harlem. The Underground, Roxanne, the Tinkerer, it's all coming to a head with the neighborhood caught in the middle. City Council candidate Rio Morales is organizing a full evacuation to the Bronx. So please, if you're outside Harlem and can offer a room, a bed, a couch, anything, you could save a life. I know you're afraid. I am too. But this is our time to come together as a community. We are strong enough to survive this. Today's advice is to hold your loved ones close. Goodbye, friends, and good luck. Hey, y'all, it has been a good week for Harlem. Spider-Man stopped the Tinkerer, Rio Morales was elected to city council, Roxanne Plaza is closed for good, and Simon Krieger is in jail. Boom! Ha! Bonus, I passed my citizenship test with flying colors! Still love you, China. Gonna miss your candy. Okay, back to business. In an attempt to save face, Roxanne's board released all of Krieger's personal documents. Memos, emails, real fun stuff. While I'm combing through those docs and waiting to hear Triple J eat crow on air, I'll be playing unreleased, pre-recorded casts. Fresh material coming in a few weeks, and in the meantime, remember to sing to your plants while you water them. Seriously, they love it. Okay, bye! See you soon! Hey, y'all, I realized something today. Ugh. Kind of sounded like an after-school special, but I'm gonna soldier on. Okay, here it is. You listen to this podcast because I'm running it. You're not looking for someone more buttoned up, professional, older, with like 18 million credentials. You want to hear from and talk to me about what's happening in our city. So I won't be changing how I do things. No trying to class up the pod, no ads, no blazers. It's just me and you. And you know what? I think that's perfect. Thanks, friends. And until next time, don't become someone's reply guy on social media, okay? It's super annoying. Goodbye. Y'all, I want to say that it is a damn good thing we have the new Spider-Man. That's right, no censoring. That is how real we're getting. Recently, a woman from Harlem was kidnapped. Before the PDNY had even tracked her as missing, Spider-Man found her. Harlem's going through a rough patch since Roxxon moved in. I hope that having Spider-Man on their side gives them a little hope this holiday season. Listeners, give Spider-Man a shout-out from me on your favorite social and donate to Rio Morales' campaign if you're into saving the neighborhood from corporate takeover. And remember, clean your dryer filter after every load. Goodbye! Hey friends, some news. Feast North, the satellite branch in Harlem, is shutting down. Details on why are spotty, but I've heard that a flood made the building unlivable. If you're able to donate money, time, blankets, or food, it would really help the people who will be displaced by this. Today's advice, lining your trash can with paper will help absorb spilled liquids. I suggest using one of J. Jonah Jameson's books. Okay, bye! Good news, friends. Feast North is back on its feet. And guess who we have to thank? That's right, the new Spider-Man. Y'all, what doesn't this guy do? Okay, if you have pictures of Spidey cleaning up Feast, send them my way and I'll feature them on the blog. Till next time, remember that a 10-minute nap will give you the energy boost you need. That we all need, actually. Okay, goodbye. Hey, Dana fans. For the last few weeks, Harlem has had a series of bad breaks. The attack on CJ Walker Park, to name one. Spider-Man intervened to protect the neighborhood, but he didn't do it alone. I'm here with Genki Lee, the Harlem local who helped Spider-Man save the neighborhood.
It felt really good to help people out. Even better when we found out Wilson Fisk was behind it. Shutting him down is a career highlight for me. And Spider-Man.
I bet. How did you guys stumble on the conspiracy?
By talking to people in the neighborhood. They were all looking out for each other, which helped us look out for them. Teo, Caleb, Camila, Haley, Steph, Gloria, if you're listening, thank you.
I checked with Wilson Fisk's parole officer, who confirmed the big guy is under tighter security and will likely get some time tacked onto his prison sentence. Genki, and everyone in Harlem, thanks for looking out. Till next time, friends, remember to change your toothbrush every 3 months. Goodbye. Hey, pod listeners. This episode is part of my series, Underground Exposed. Spider-Man recently took down an underground hideout in Greenwich, and we found evidence that the underground went to war against the Magia. Yes, that Magia, the old school crime family. Back then, there was no tinkerer, and the underground considered themselves a new class of criminal, the young mafia, if you will. They wanted respect, so they went after the crime families. The conflict sputtered out when Hammerhead staged the full-on takeover of the Magia, which indirectly saved the underground. Thanks for that, Hammerhead, you jerk. Till next time, if you're trying to change your habits, limit yourself to 1 change per month so you can stick to it. Goodbye. Hey, Dana fans! You're tuning into my 4-part series, Underground Exposed. While Spider-Man was shutting down the Underground's hideout in the Upper East Side, I found evidence of their days partnering with Tombstone's gang. Yep, you heard that right. They worked together off and on until an Underground killed one of Tombstone's people. Cue violent feud. The Underground were horribly, hopelessly outgunned. Then Tombstone was hauled off to prison, and not long after, the Tinkerer became their new leader and supplier. You can find more details on my blog. Till next time, try to tackle your hardest work between 2 and 3 p.m. Seriously, you're at peak attention span then. Bye! Hey, friends, this is part of my series, Underground Exposed. I'm looking into who the Underground are and what they want, with the help of Spider-Man. I had to pinch myself when I said that. Okay, so the Underground used to have a major grudge against the Inner Demons, and not for the reasons everyone else did. This was before the Tinkerer took over and way before anyone knew who the Underground were. They wanted respect, street cred, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, so they went after the biggest, baddest jerks in town, the Inner Demons. At least till Martin Lee, the Demons' leader, went to prison. Then the Underground needed a new target. Enter the Tinkerer, who pointed them at Roxxon. Till next time, make sure to get at least 15 minutes of sunshine per day. Bye!